In this video, I want to talk to you all about positive G's, zero G's, and negative G's. So I have a video here to show you of a car just rolling down a track in slow-mo. So just watch it here. It's going to go zooming over like that, back it up. So here comes the car going over a hill like that. I want to talk about zero G's and positive G's and negative G's. So let's go back to where the car is starting up at the top of the hill here. And right away, we can see when the car is let go, when it's moving down this way. If this were straight vertical, then this would be an example of what I called normal forcelessness, where you take away the normal force of something. Once it gets to an angle, there's a little bit of a normal force, but if we imagine it's going straight down, then this would be a case of zero G, when something is just falling straight down. If you were inside the car at this point, you would feel weightless. You wouldn't feel a normal force, and normal force is what we associate with weight, so you would feel weightless at this point in the car. As the car comes around this curve here, you can see this is a curve and it's a circle, and in order to go around a circle, you need a centripetal force pushing you towards the center of the circle, which in this case is up. So there's a centripetal force pushing you up. That's actually coming from the normal force. So if the car were flat and not moving, there would be 1 G you'd be experiencing, 1 normal gravity. But because the car is coming around a circle like this, you need an additional force to push you up to make you go around a circle. So this would be an example of positive G's right here. You would feel heavier than normal. If you're going really, really fast, this could be positive 1.5, maybe positive 2 G's, in which case you would feel extra heavy at the bottom of this curve. As the car goes up the next part of the ramp here and you start to come over this way, then now you're going in a circle this way, and you're getting to a point where we consider that to be, could be 0 G's, or it could just be less than 1 G, and it could potentially be negative G's as well. So let's see the difference. If you're just going sort of slowly over the hill, so this car's not really going that fast over the hill, I'll back it up a little bit. Car's not going really that fast over the hill, then what's going to happen is part of gravity is going to be used to pull you in this circle as you're going over this hill. So there's less of gravity available to pull you down, and you're going to feel a little bit light. If you feel, say, half of your weight, then you're going to be having an experience of half of a G right here. If you felt a quarter of your weight, then you'd be experiencing a quarter of a G. If you get, and maybe this next car is going to do it, if you get to the point where the car is just barely going to leave the track, so you can imagine you're going to go fast enough for the car to jump off the track at that point, then you'll be going into 0 G's, which is what we know if you take the normal force away. So let's see, this other car is going to come down. Here's this other car coming down, and you can see it almost barely leaves the track right here. So at that point, you might be feeling so light that you almost feel weightless. And if you get a moment of weightlessness there, you could be feeling 0 G's right here. If you're going faster and faster and faster, then the car might, say, fly all the way off the track. But if we imagine, say, it's a roller coaster instead, where the car is stuck to the track and you are stuck inside the car from some sort of safety bar perhaps, then you might experience what we call negative G's, where you would want to be flying out of your seat, you'd want to be pulled up out of your seat, but something's pushing you down. If it's a roller coaster, then you've got the shoulder straps that are pushing you down, making you go around this circle right here. So that would be an experience of negative G's. So something's pulling you down, pushing down from the top of you. You can feel that pressure on the top of your shoulders as you are going up over the top of this curve. So you can have negative 0 G's right here, positive G's when you're coming around this way, and this could be negative G's, or it could be 0 G's, or it could just be less than 1 G as you're coming over this way. I have one other video to show you, which is what happens when you go upside down. So this one is actually a marble rolling down a track, and we can also talk about what kind of G's you're experiencing here as well. So here comes the marble, I think. Well, did the marble go? Where's the marble? Oh, it's back this way. Okay, so I got to go backwards. I think I rolled 2 marbles. So here comes a marble rolling down the track somewhere. There it goes. Okay, slow motion. So you can see the marble rolling around the track like that. When the marble is, say, in this position right here, when it's rolling down the track, it's probably experiencing what I might call neutral G's, or just 1 G. It's not really weightless. There's still going to be a normal force. It might feel a little lighter than usual because you're accelerating down the track, but that's going to be basically normal until you hit this point right here. There's no marble right there if you can't see it. And the marble is going to start to go around this circle right here. When you're at the bottom of the track here, you've got big forces pushing you to go to the center of the circle. Your own inertia is carrying you away from the center of the circle, so you're going to feel really heavy. This is, once again, a situation where you're experiencing positive G's. If we scooch forward a little bit more, now the upside down part is really, really interesting. In this situation, if the marble is going really fast like it is right now, you're still experiencing positive G's. You're upside down, and the rail right here, or the roller coaster car, is pushing you toward the center of the circle. And if you're being pushed toward the center of the circle, those are still positive G's. So these are inverted positive G's. You're upside down, and you're being pushed toward the center of the circle. Now the marble is going to come around this way, and it's still experiencing positive G's, positive G's, positive G's. This next marble is going to roll a little bit slower, and you might get an interesting feeling if you go upside down. You might get a short, weightless feeling. So notice I'm starting the marble a little lower on the track. Here comes the marble. Rolling down, rolling down, rolling down. When we get to here, this is still positive G's, positive G's, positive G's. But watch what happens to this marble as it goes upside down. It actually momentarily leaves the track. See how it gets airborne right there? And then it connects to the track again. Well, we know if you're in the air, then you don't experience any normal force. So that normal forcelessness is actually weightlessness. So you could actually experience a moment of inverted weightlessness as you're upside down in the roller coaster. Just depends on how fast you're going. If we go back to the first marble, go back to the first marble, back to the first marble. This first marble is rolling so fast that it's actually going to be stuck to the track when it's upside down. There goes the marble, and it's stuck to the track. If you're stuck to the track, then you're feeling the track pushing on you. I said this before, and that's going to be an experience of positive G's when the track is pushing on you. So you're positive inverted G's. Going back to the second marble, second marble, second marble, second marble. Let's follow this through. It's going to momentarily leave the track. So it's experiencing positive G's, positive G's, positive G's. And then you're feeling a little lighter, and then, whoa, airborne, 0 G's. 0 G's, 0 G's, 0 G's, 0 G's. And then you hit the track now, positive G's again, positive G's, positive G's, positive G's, as you go flying off the track. So hopefully that helps you a little bit in understanding a little bit of positive G's, 0 G's, and negative G's. Of course, we will talk more in class when we get a chance.